The price of excuses. It was 5:30 a.m., and the alarm clock buzzed relentlessly on Jake's nightstand. He groggily reached out, hit the snooze button, and sank back into the warmth of his bed. "I'll start jogging tomorrow," he muttered. Just as he had the day before, Jake had big dreams. He wanted to run a marathon, get fit, and prove to himself that he could push beyond his limits. But every day, he found an excuse. "I'm too tired today. It's too cold outside," or "I'll start fresh next week." His excuses made today easy, but unknowingly, they were making his future harder. Months passed, and Jake continued his routine of procrastination. His clothes became tighter, his energy levels dropped, and his confidence slowly faded. He watched as his friends trained, posted their achievements, and celebrated their progress. Each time, he felt a pang of regret but comforted himself with more excuses. One evening, Jake met his old school friend Alex, who was now a marathon runner. Alex beamed with enthusiasm as he spoke about his journey. "It wasn't easy, Jake. Waking up early, pushing through fatigue, and ignoring every excuse my mind created, but every sacrifice I made back then has made today easier. I feel stronger, healthier, and unstoppable." Jake forced a smile but felt something shift inside him. That night, he stood in front of the mirror and faced the truth. He was losing to his excuses. He realized that every time he chose comfort over discipline, he was stealing from his own future. Enough was enough. The next morning, his alarm buzzed at 5:30 a.m. again. This time, Jake threw off the covers and got up. The cold air bit his skin as he stepped outside, but he didn't turn back. His heart pounded as he took his first steps, running not just against time but against the weight of his own excuses. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The runs became easier, the excuses grew quieter, and Jake found himself stronger than ever. A year later, he crossed the finish line of his first marathon. The same man who once made today easy had chosen to make tomorrow better. As he stood with his medal, he whispered to himself, "Excuses make today easy, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today hard, but tomorrow easier." And for the first time, Jake knew he had truly won.